And we are live. Yo, we got some conversation to have tonight, and I'm excited. Let me get my brothers in here. I'm excited about this one. This is going to be a fun conversation. So y'all can go ahead, come on in here, come on in here, come on in here. You know, let me get my brothers, of course. Whoop, 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 whoop. One and two.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
We
What's
popping in
good,
like the
gentlemen?
Temptations. We popping up like the Temptations.
We are here. We are here, man. What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's up? We all got hats on. I love it.
Yes, sir. You already know I always got a hat on. Well, last week, actually, I took mine off because it was a hot and heavy conversation.
Jeff, like, I don't like the way my head shaped. You're like an acorn on the line.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm a little, I'm not even going to hold you, man. I'm a little, I want to say I'm subconscious about my head. It's just the way my head is shaped. I just like wearing hats, man. I feel like I look better with a hat on versus without a hat on.
What's up, Ayana? What's up, everybody coming in? So y'all know what we have to do before anything take place. You know what I'm saying? We got to get into prayer. So I want my boy Anthony to pray if you can for us. We very much appreciate it.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good night to my fellow Top Shelf Village, Lord God. We wanted to say thank you, Lord God, for allowing them of Top Shelf Village IG Live, Lord God. Bless them, Lord God. And while they're listening to this, I hope it changed their mind, maybe change their perspective, but most importantly, Lord God, allow them to have self-care, Lord God. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, amen. What's up, Teray? All
What's
right,
up,
all
Ayana?
right.
What's up, Teray? What's good?
Yeah,
What's good? What's good?
What's
this is
going
gonna be a
on? What's
good
going on?
conversation. It's a lot going on. We're gonna let the people come in. You know,
Teray,
allow them.
I hope you recovered from Saturday because I heard you was a little out of it
Ooh.
from game night.
Knocked out.
George, what's good, boy? What's good, my G?
So for all who don't know, man, my boy Jeff had a nice little get together. Him and his wife.
Yeah, man. Shout out to game night, man. It was a
I saw
success.
the
Everybody
Florida. I was
loved
like,
it, man.
okay. He had a
Let me
drink
tell you,
and a
it was
It
prayer.
fun.
was a huge success, man. Yeah, man. It was
He had the
great.
drinks
Everybody
and the
loved it,
prayers
man.
flowing.
Yo, next next day at church, everybody was talking about it, man. Shout out to Ayana, man, for when she came in, she took it to like another level, man. And she kind of held down the other side of the game night. Appreciate it. Thank you, sis. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
for being another co-host in that,
Ayana, the
and everybody
game
who
night
came out.
queen.
She is, man. She is. She
Yo,
is.
it
She
was a
is.
host in every room. I
If you
saw.
want
It was, man.
to, George was the
That was
2K
the vibe
king.
that we was looking for. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the vibe, though. That was the vibe that we was trying to do, man. We wanted to give everybody the ability, opportunity to kind of have fun and do what they wanted to do in different parts of the house during game night, man. So it was a huge success. Shout out to everybody who came out,
What's
man.
up, Karina? It was good seeing you too. On Saturday, Karina.
I finally know who Karina is.
Yeah, man. What's up, Karina? Yo.
She's good peoples, man. That's my little
Yeah,
sister, man.
yeah. Karina's awesome, man. Shout out to her mom too, Ingrid, who came through. Yo, we had a
Yeah, I love
blast,
Ingrid.
man. We had a
Right.
blast. It
Yeah.
was dope, man.
Yeah, I loved it, man. I just love when people like that all get together in one room and we not focus on our
Right.
phone. We not focus on our iPads or computers or anything. We're focused on like each other and laughing and joking and
Yeah.
eating and just
Yeah,
having fun, man. That's how it used to be.
Fact.
yeah. That's a
Like,
fact, man.
it was
That's a
so
fact.
funny. It was so good that the following day I was like, oh snap. I didn't even take no pictures. That's how you know it's
Yeah,
something
see?
good. Like, you didn't take
That's
no
how you
pictures.
know
Yeah,
it's
You were
bro.
just
right.
It's a
into the
fact.
conversation. It was really good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. That's fire. That's the family. That's the community, man. All together.
Yeah, man.
That's,
It was
that's the
dope.
top shelf village we talked about.
Exactly. So
Word up.
thank you to everybody coming in here. we wanted to let y'all know from the top before we get into this conversation that we are dropping another episode tomorrow. We halfway through our season, y'all. Season 3 has been amazing so far, and we still going up. We still going up, and we're going up and going up and going up. What's up, Celeste?
What's up, Celeste? We missed you Saturday.
So we dropping another
Definitely
Top
missed
Shelf
episode.
Another Top Shelf episode tomorrow. Episode 11. We want prenup. We want prenup. Yeah, it's about prenups. You know, this episode. Trust me, what's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine.
Right.
Yeah, it was a dope conversation. You guys really enjoyed this.
Just know, as Christians, you could talk about prenup.
Yeah, and that includes food.
Our side of the story tomorrow.
That includes sharing your food. You know what I'm saying? I had to throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a great episode. You can find it in the link in our bio, thetopshelf.com. Topshelf podcast.com. All right. Make sure y'all can find we're on everything. Jeff, can you tell them what we on? Tell them we on everything.
Yeah. We're on Anchor. We are on Facebook. I say it again, Facebook do have a place where you can actually listen to podcasts. Yeah. We're on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We're on Apple. We are on Stitcher. Stitcher, if you don't know what Stitcher is, SiriusXM actually owns Stitcher. We out here, man. And plus, of course, like our website as well. You can check us out on our website.
Yeah, and the next thing I want to do is I want to say thank you to the ladies.
I forgot. I was just about to say that.
Did such an amazing job last week. You know what I'm saying? Last week we had my favorite out of the 4 ladies, my wife. You know what I'm saying?
You wrote it down somewhere?
You know, I wrote it on my hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like I see it. So we had my wife, my little sister, my younger sister Cordelia. We had the awesome Ayana and the awesome Teray, and they did such a phenomenal job in their relationship.
They did, man.
Not relationship. It was about courting and dating, the difference. And it was just so great to watch the conversation for me, like, and be like,
and be in the comments and sit back.
Yeah. And just be in the chat and really be engaging. It was really great, yo. So salute to the ladies of Top Shelf, right? Yo, man, that was it's so great. But this conversation, though, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's so funny. I've heard this conversation in so many variations, right? In so many variations. So for those that are just joining us, everybody coming in the room.
What's up, Stephanie?
Everybody coming in to the Top Shelf room. You're exclusive when you come in. Our conversation today is if you became a millionaire. Let's scratch that. If you became a billionaire, overnight, are you responsible to take care of your entire family? I'm not talking about, oh, mama, daddy, you know, my mama, my daddy, my sister, my brother, and then the dog. No, I'm talking about my mama, my daddy, my sister, my brother, my other cousin, the other cousin down south, the cousin up north, the cousin over here. I'm talking about everybody. Nah. Is it your responsibility to take care of the family if you become a billionaire overnight? I'm going to let you guys go in.
I see responsibility going through the chat. No. I see comments. So for me, it's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility. You should never feel obligated just because you gain some money, whether if it's $1 million or if it's $1 billion. It's not your responsibility where you have to take care of your family. Mm-hmm. Now, with that being said, if it was me, I would take care. I wouldn't. What I would do is I'll help put them in a position that they could be able to make money themselves. But it's not my responsibility to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think when we say that, is that it's not your responsibility it's basically that you don't have to. You're not obligated to be able to, like, okay, now because I've came up into some wealth, hey, I'm supposed to take care of you now. No, I don't have to take care of my second cousin, my third cousin, my first cousin. My only responsibility is my wife and my child. You know what I'm saying? That's my only technically my responsibility.
And what about
But
the church?
will I help? Would I help? I would tithe for the church, no question. You know what I'm saying? Because you have money, you tithe, right? I would definitely do it. So there's things that I would do. You know what I'm saying? But as far as from a family perspective, I'll just put them in a position to, hey, you know what? And they would have to come to me. As far as I would tell them, like, I would treat them like an investor. Like, I'm the investor. What is your business plan? So come with a business plan, come with a business proposal. You know what I'm saying? And I would see. And if I see, okay, it makes sense, then I will invest into your idea. But I'm just not going to throw my money away while I'm buying everybody houses and cars and jewelry and everybody's going on these big vacations. No, that's how people go broke. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who come into money, they go broke. You hear these stories all the time with these athletes or even these rappers where the moment they got put on and they became a multi-millionaire, they were broke because their payroll was insane because they're taking care of so many people. They got people on the payroll who's not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel responsible or obligated, or people feel responsible and obligated. So I think you should never feel like you're responsible or obligated. But of course, if you do want to help, yes, you can help those in your family that you may feel like, hey, you know what, I'm going to throw you a bone. But I would treat it as a business. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I got to be responsible for those who are counting and depending on me, which really is only my wife and my daughter.
Okay.
So, yo, Fred, he not giving us no money, by the way. Just want to let you know that. he didn't say his brothers. He didn't say the niggas that been on live every Monday.
See, you twisting the
I
words.
got you.
No, what did I say?
He
What
not
did
sharing.
I say?
You said Top Chef, he said his wife like three times.
Yo, Anthony, right?
You not getting no money. You not getting no
Anthony the shade room.
All in the videos.
Nah. I'm gonna start calling Anthony the shade room because see what Anthony likes to do. I'm calling the shade room. You know what I mean? Or the midnight room. Or the midnight room. That's what I'm gonna call it. You know what I'm saying?
Midnight room.
Well, Paul, one should not say midnight room.
What I said was this: it's not my responsibility, but I will help those. Again, come to me with a business proposal.
My fault.
Of course, that's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? But hold up, we are Top Shelf. So would I not invest my $1 billion into Top Shelf?
Okay.
We would not be taken care of. All right then.
Yo, George said Anthony ain't getting nothing.
I'm gonna get Anthony a PS2.
That's it.
Not the PS5 like he wants. I'm gonna give him a PS2.
That's stupid. Now, okay, what about you, Anthony? What's your take on this?
40. The stat says that in Google that 47% of people that win the lottery go broke their second year.
Yo, whoa!
Their second year.
Wowzers.
So people that you see that on the TV that gets millions and millions of dollars, they're broke because of those handouts, because of those things of like, oh, remember when your mom tells you, remember Uncle Sam? He need help right now. Oh, he really can't pay for that college loan. And because you have it and you've never had it before, there's a sense of, in psychology, psychologically, that you feel sorry for someone. You automatically feel sorry for someone and you want to give until you only have $0. And then what happens, those people that can't get from you start leaving.
Right. Absolutely. It's just so interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole take on what people think you should
What's
do
up, Beans?
with money. Like, for instance, it's like they feel like they're beholden over your money, right? Like if I become a billionaire overnight, it's not like, like people be already thinking like, first and foremost, I'm getting security, I'm getting mad security. First and foremost, do you know what goes into that? Like that's 4 people that you gotta pay first and foremost, and a lot of security guards are not cheap like that, crazy. And you don't think you got $1 billion? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna milk you. First thing they're gonna do, first thing people gonna do, they're gonna be like, he got $1 billion, so I know I can get this, And they're not gonna take it. And I think with family, it's a whole different story, I wouldn't take care of my whole family, but like Jeff, I agree with Jeff in the sense, like, I love what he said about, like, I would give them like, they come to me with a business plan, give them an opportunity to, so I can invest in the idea that they have, right? So that's what they were talking about on the Pivot podcast. They were like, yo, as soon as I made it to the NFL, people thought I was a check. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
think you're a bank account.
yeah, I was an instant bank account, like, because I made it, and then people were like, yeah, we made it. He's like, no,
Now,
I
question.
made it. He said,
So
I
let's
made
go deep dive.
it.
Let's talk about. Let's have a case study. The football coach. Do you owe him money? The football coach the high school football coach that allowed you
No.
to get to the NFL.
Nope.
No,
he didn't.
Man, the
He
football
trained
coach
you.
didn't. He trained you. He didn't
He
allow
got
you.
he was able. So hold on. He was able to get you to the Division I. So he can't get no money?
Are you paying your math teacher when you come in accounting?
No.
Right.
That's correct.
No, but so it's the same thing. You're not paying your high school teacher
Right.
when you graduate from college and now you're working your 6-figure career job. No, they're already being paid to do what they're supposed to do. It's to help you get you to the next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Jeff,
That's it.
I didn't know you was like that,
no,
bro.
No.
You said,
Why am I going to pay if I'm an
Nah,
athlete, I'm going to pay my high school coach once I made it to NFL for what? He did what he was supposed to do.
So
you know what I'm saying?
The person
he
from
or
Duke,
she.
Hold on. The person from
paid.
Duke, Division I, surrounds you with people that's from the NBA. They can't. You telling me that no?
They get paid to do that, Anthony. They're not doing it for free.
I'm just.
Do you know how much those college coaches make? Like the Duke coach, you know how much he makes? They make millions of dollars. They're already paid more than those college athletes, way more than those college athletes.
Yeah.
Listen, they're paid to do what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why am I going to go forth and pay them? Because now I made it to the NFL. So I'm supposed to give my coach money? No, I'll give him a shout out. But I don't owe him a check.
But like Karina said, can you give him a gift? At least an NFL ticket.
But again, so it goes back to what we're saying. It's not my responsibility. Now, if I want to give him a gift, yes, but I'm not obligated to go forth and do it. That's the difference. You're not obligated to. You can if you want as a good gesture. Right. Do it as like, hey, coach, I'm going to take you out to dinner. Hey, coach, you know what? I want to give you this nice gift because you were my mentor. You helped me. But I'm not obligated because, again, this is what he is paid to do.
Right. Right, absolutely. And you got to consider, it's like you're putting like with football, period, you're putting yourself on the line. So if you get one injury, it's over. It's done. You know what I'm saying? Everything is gone. Like everything. So it's not to say like, hey, I don't want to thank you or the gratitude isn't there, but you got me to the point. Like I have an acting teacher, right? And I had many acting teachers, but there was one that really put me like that. Like,
what's
really
up, Chris?
Showed me the way.
Up, big bro?
So it's like I get my first movie, I get an Oscar, right? Yeah, I can thank him, but like I don't feel entitled to donate any money to him because like
even though he helped you.
No, I said you get a thank you at the Oscars.
Damn.
But
you can't donate $1 million to his nonprofit.
I need to give him money just because you taught me everything I know, so I'm gonna just give you money.
But you heard what you said? He taught you everything you know.
Right. But not everything.
But Ed, you got to realize.
You know I'm playing devil's advocate here, right?
No, I know you are. No, I know you're playing devil's advocate. Like, I'm gonna go back to even like to sports. So remember, there's not just one coach. You have the athletic trainer, you have the defensive trainer, you have the offensive trainer, coordinator. You have all the different people who plays a piece. So you can't. So even if you were going to give the coach, don't you think all those other people feel obligated? The nutritionist that told you how to eat and how to maintain your body as an athlete. So you're gonna have to basically cut out a check to everybody. So this is what happens. It becomes a domino effect. The moment you help out one person, take care of one person, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. What I'm saying is that the moment you give one person a check, everybody else is gonna have their hand up because like, well, how about me? What about me? I help you with this. I help you with that. I gave you your first football. I'm gonna tell you how to throw that football down. You know what I'm saying? Down the field. I'm gonna give you the advice on how to run sprints. everybody's going to feel obligated. And what happens is now you're going to be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to cut a check to everybody. Next
Yeah.
minute, you know, you're broke.
I
Next
got
minute, you know what I'm
Tap
saying,
in
that
when
you
you
don't
get a
have
chance,
any
yeah.
money. So that's what, and this is what happens to a lot of athletes. This is what happens to a lot of rappers, because they feel they have people within their surroundings that feels that I was part of your journey, or I have helped you, so you're supposed to take care of me. And like, just like Chris said, like MC Hammer. MC
Yep.
Hammer had a payroll, I believe it was like $30,000 a week or a month or something like that, and he went broke because he had so many people that he was taking care of, and he went broke. And when he went broke, do you think those that he was taking care of and paying for helped him? No. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn the power of saying no, or just like I said, it's like, all right, you want me to help you? Come with me with a business proposal. You could give a nice little gift. You could
Right.
give like a little gesture. You could maybe help put them in a position where they can better themselves, right? Especially if you
Right.
felt like they were an intricate part of your life. But again, it's not your responsibility. Everybody at the end of the day is not
Yeah.
obligated to your $1 million. Go
Po-
ahead, Fred.
Point blank. Period. I was gonna say, like, you can't take everybody with you to the top.
Nah.
Not everybody. You gonna struggle. You gonna stress yourself the heck out. Like, I heard Meek Mill say in this interview, he said, like, he's like, when I was broke and I was down and out, and like, if nobody like was around me giving me money or whatever, and they knew that I was broke and they knew that I was down and out, and they knew I was going through something, and nobody was giving me money, he said, I was just like, okay, you can give me money, okay, cool. He said, so when I hit my peak and I became Meek Mill, and now making all this money for doing records, he was like, now that same person is asking me for money. He was like, no, he's like, and then they looking at me like, hey, you changed. And I'm like, no, I ain't changed. I kept it the same way. Because remember when I was down, you weren't trying to help me, but now you're here asking, you asking, you're here with your hand out now. I kept it the same. I didn't change anything. I kept it the same way. I didn't never ask you for nothing, but now the friendship changes, right? Because the dynamic changed, right? And so,
That's good.
like, I was gonna say, like, I wanted to go back to that point. Everybody can't come with you, right? Like,
Nope.
imagine, like, we all are married, right? We all are married. So when you set in your list for your wedding of who coming, right? Everybody can't come through. So you got to go through. You and your wife have to go through
Pause,
this
babe.
thing where it's like,
Pause on that. Yeah, I was really enjoying the
so,
conversation. She said it'll suck you dry. I said pause. Sorry. Go ahead.
whoa, yeah.
Hey, whoa.
No,
So
That's tips and tricks.
so when you,
Whoa, kids.
so here's the
love
thing.
you, babes, but pause on that comment.
So,
Go ahead.
so here's the thing. If you are like, when you're setting your wedding, like, of who can come and who can't, right? You're thinking about it. Like, you're like, okay, this person can't come, this person can't come. And yes, people gonna be mad. And some people, gonna be like, yo, why can't I be there? You know what I'm saying? And the thing is it's not nothing personal. It's just like, okay, this is the list. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing when you get to a certain position. It's like, the list is the list. You know what I'm saying? And these are the people that have been there. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that have already supported where I am.
So
You know
respectfully, hope those people are not on the live. So Fred, who's your top 5? Name me top five.
Top 5 what?
People that is your core people that they can ask you for money
Yo,
at
Anthony's
all
trying to
times.
put you on the spot,
Top
bro.
5.
Wow,
Top 5.
Top 5 in my life?
Yeah, those people.
My wife. Cause she
good
come
answer,
first.
bro.
She come first before my
Anthony
family.
trying to make like, name your top 5 dead or
I
alive.
just want to know the top 5.
My wife.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then it comes like, okay, so it's the top 4 is my wife.
Anthony is trying to be on the list, Corey.
The top 4 is my wife. And then it's my family. And then
Who your family? Your family
Oh
big.
my God.
my immediate family, the people that are.
Yo, Ant, we about to take you off this live, bro. You causing trouble, friend. Y'all don't know what Anthony's trying to do. This guy right here, man.
I just want to
I'm
understand
give it to you like you
core
can.
people.
How about this, man? How about this?
The man said
This
core
is better,
people.
man. The people that, when I get there, that can ask me for money, they know who they is already.
Okay.
So I don't have to.
They gotta come with business plans?
Huh? Oh, they got them. They got them. I don't have to go there. It's pretty. He playing devil advocate so much. Okay. No, I got a question. Okay, so say you donate to the church, right? You do donate to the church, right?
Most definitely, yes.
Church, right? So you get to the church, then all of a sudden you get a call on the phone to Jeff. Jeff is on his phone, Anthony on this side. Is this Jeffrey's award? Is this Anthony? Hey y'all, you know, the church, we need a whole new church. This church is, throw the whole church away. You know, we need a new building. The building, for some time we've been struggling. We were just hoping that you can see fit. That, you know,
If
that it's in your heart that you can just help us just put that down payment on a new church.
No,
now
I would
what would do
plan like what Jeff said, and I need 10%. I need about 23%. 23% of my investment.
You gonna take a tithe, Anthony?
No, I would still pay my tithes, but I'm gonna need 23%.
You gonna pay a tithe to yourself?
So you want 23%, but you still paying your
when I
tithes?
put it on my tax, it don't come up to nothing.
You gonna say you put it to a nonprofit?
That's a fact.
Correct. I'll put it 23%.
Anthony gonna have a vending machine that says Anthony Cola. It's gonna be Anthony Cola in there.
Oh man, with Anthony's face on his smile too.
And they're gonna say 23%.
This guy, man.
And then on the back,
it's gonna
say, "This is the darkest cola you've ever drank." I'm playing. What about you, Jeff? Would you invest?
No, I would. I honestly always said that for Winners Church, because I pray about it all the time. I really do pray that we get like a new church building, our own church building rather. But I definitely would, without a question. Like before even Pastor Maurice would even ask, I would already invest into a new church building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess he's a part of your top 5 people.
I don't do top 5s, bro.
I only do top 5 rappers.
Those get who they get. Exactly. I can tell you who my top 5 deadline rappers, but I ain't gonna tell you who the top 5. First of all, if I became a millionaire, just like what Ayana said, is like I wouldn't even announce that I became a millionaire or a billionaire. Nobody would know. I would keep that as much on the
I think we just move different though. When you become a millionaire, people gonna start knowing that you're a millionaire.
Right.
They don't have to know. Only if you flash it. Look at Warren Buffett. The only people know Warren Buffett's a billionaire is because he's Warren Buffett, but he doesn't move like a billionaire. On
everything on Google.
Yeah, but he doesn't move like that. Like I remember I went to Omaha, Nebraska, because he's from Omaha, Nebraska. I did a project out there, and I went to Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is like those. It's like a Subway, whatever. And I went in there and I was talking to one of the guys there. It was like, yeah, you know, Warren Buffett. He lives not too far from over here, and they were saying like he drives like a regular. I think it was like a 1998 Oldsmobile, a Cadillac or whatever. He goes to McDonald's every morning and he gets like his egg McMuffin and a coffee. But if it costs no more than she's like around $3 something and change, if it costs more than $3, he's not buying it. Like he's very frugal with his money. So basically what I'm saying, like he's a billionaire. This guy could buy hundreds and hundreds of McDonald's, right? He could drive a Bentley or a Bugatti and you know a Maybach and all that, but he chooses not to. He doesn't move like that. So if somebody did not know who Warren Buffett is and they were to see him, they would have no clue this guy has money. They would just think he's just like a regular average Joe. So for me, I would move in that sense as far as like I wouldn't be flashy. Like I'm not a flashy person now. I wouldn't advertise I'm a millionaire because again, so much comes along with it. Next week you gotta have cousins and families or just random people hitting you up talking about like, hey, they need a check. Oh, can you give me money for this? Can you donate to that? And it's like you just never know who's out to get you. I don't want to live like a paranoid life, so I wouldn't.
I love what your wife said, Jeff. She said, "Real wealth never flaunts it."
I feel like Jeff said that, and she's.
Oh, Jeff said that. but she reiterated it. But they won.
Right. That's why she has my last name. That's why she has my last name.
He made her Jay-Z.
Understand that.
He made her Jay-Z. So
listen. I'm the Jay-Z. She's my Beyonce. You know what I mean?
hey,
Without the limited.
together.
Without the limited. Without the limited. Without the limited. Without the limited. You know what I mean?
But I think you know what it is. It's just like, okay, here's a better question. Y'all get that million, right? What's the first thing you gonna buy? And the first place you gonna go? First place you gonna go? First thing you gonna buy?
First, go ahead, and I'll let you go.
I think I'll buy a building for my wife's company, Simple Redefined. I'll buy her building, a mixed use. And then first thing I'm gonna do is travel around the world for 30 days with my wife. And my family as well. 30-day trip, all paid.
Okay.
In my G-Wagon.
I love how you threw that in there.
Anthony loves that G-Wagon, man.
And I finally have my PS5.
In the G-Wagon.
In my G-Wagon.
Yo, Janelle, if you listen to this IG live, yo, please get Anthony the PS5, man, because I swear, this guy.
I'm telling you, he wanted it. For me, I think the first place I'm gonna go is probably I'm going to the South, bro. I'm going to the South, and I'm going to go buy that land back for my family.
Ooh,
Point blank
I
period.
love it, man.
Like,
I
I'm
love
going back to where my roots are. Like, I'm gonna go visit my grandfather's tombstone, and then I'm going to go like see my family down there. Like, yo, what's up? Buy the land back from my family, and then, you know, I'm just gonna invest in more land. Go buy more land. I'm just gonna be buying land. I'm gonna change my name to Lando. You know what I'm saying? Forget that. Nigga, I'm buying all the land. You gonna have to ask me for land. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna do.
yeah.
That's it. And what about you, Jeff?
What I would do is the first thing I'll do is pay off our home that my wife has, and then, you know, buy whatever my wife wants. You know, so what if it's probably like another property? Buy a piece of land for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be under her name, so she's gonna have, you know, some pieces of land under her name. And then vacation wise, private jet. Me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? My little girl. We travel the world, man. Same thing.
I love that. So
wherever they want to go, we going.
Ayana said, she said, I'm definitely investing into a business and my friends' businesses, and we're gonna travel all year. Love that. And Fearless Mo said, build a compound in JA for my family. Love it.
Love that.
And Todd was just saying that this is why we need more Black billionaires. It's true, man. Like, a representation matters to like a lot of people. Like, I love that. I can't think of his name right now. That Black billionaire who was paying off people's loans. It's like he paid the whole college tuition for all the kids on that campus. I forgot what his name was. He was like, "Oh, the tuition. I paid the tuition for the year for everybody."
That's dope. I love that.
What? I need that. Like,
that's dope.
Pay the student loans, please. You know what I'm saying? I was like, where was you at in 2009, my bro? Like,
deal fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Robert F. Smith.
I love stuff like
Robert
that.
F. Smith?
Yeah.
Shout out to Robert F. Smith. That's dope, man.
Yeah. And do y'all have any specific charities in mind that y'all would donate to?
For me, sickle cell. Sickle cell would be one of them. Because sickle cell is very dear to me. Not because I have sickle cell or anybody in my family has sickle cell. One of my best friends is shout out to Abner. And he has sickle cell. And I've literally seen him battle sickle cell. Like, I literally seen him, especially when he was younger, be in the hospital for like a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the sickle cell attacks, if anybody knows about sickle cell, like when they have a sickle cell attack, it really comes out of nowhere, and there's nothing you can do about it. And so I've seen, you know, one of my closest friends, I see him suffer firsthand. So sickle cell is very dear to me. So I would definitely, that's one charity I would definitely donate to the Sickle Cell Foundation.
Okay, what about you, and you got any charity in mind?
So it's not charity, but it's more of like community service centers. and developing more community centers in low income neighborhoods
I love
all
that.
around the world.
That's dope.
Not just in America, because it's poor all around the world.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I would want to. So I would first want to go back home to create a arts program for the youth, point blank period. Because when I was in high school and I was just leaving, they took all of the arts programs out, like our district, like literally, and kids didn't really have an outlet unless they made it up themselves.
Yeah.
Put their own money into it. Like I remember going to my little sister's theater productions, and they was like, "Yeah, we put all of this stuff. It's directed. It's written by us. It's like we put all to put these theater shows on. We had to invest into it, right?" So I would want to create that outlet for kids for music, theater, dance, and like to play instruments, stuff like that. But not only in my hometown, but in other Midwestern hometowns that don't have an arts program, because it really kids need an outlet, man. They do, and not even only that, I would include martial arts in that, because I mean I feel like sports get so much love, and it's like always like the last thing to go before everything else. Like they're like, okay, we don't need arts, throw that out. We'll throw out
sports
the
make some money.
Exactly.
Sports make some money. That's why.
True. It is. It's what brings money to the school. So I
That's
mean,
true. Unfortunately,
I would just want to like put money into arts, and then into like different places for like homeless people to get care. You know what I'm saying? To get the stuff that they need, because it's like in New York it's bad. We know.
And
But
LA,
California,
Jesus,
it's different. It's
Jesus.
different. It's bad, and it got worse during the pandemic for DC as well, and just so many other places in Philly and all over it. Like you have different versions of homelessness. So yeah, that's always been like a burden on my heart for everything. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie called Brewster's Millions. It was Richard Pryor was in it long ago. So the premise of the movie, right, was like he had found out that he had inheritance to he had found out he had like an old great grandfather who was like white, an ancestor, who was like, hey, you have a month to spend $400 million. He had a month. I think it was like around 400 or $300 million. He had a month. He said, you have a month to spend $400 million, right? And if you can spend all of this money by this month, then you'll get over $1 billion. But if you don't want to do that and you want to just take the safe route and just like, hey, you just want to I'll just give you like 20 million and you don't have to take that challenge. But if you want to take the challenge, you got to spend 300 million in a month. And it was called Brewster's Millions. If you ever get a chance to check it out, it's amazing. It's funny. It's heck. The reason why I'm stating this movie, because in the movie, Richard Pryor goes all of these things to try to spend this money. Like he's trying to spend it as fast as he can. But people keep making him money. Like they keep investing. He got people close to him investing in stuff and making him more money. And he's like, oh, we got to spend it. We got to get rid of it. Like we got to give it. There was only so much you could give away to charities. There was only so much to. So my question to you, I say all this to say, for you guys, like it's one thing to get money, right? It's another thing to maintain it. How do y'all feel like y'all would maintain the money instead of spending it out? Even though I know that was like a long-winded thing, but like how y'all feel like y'all would maintain y'all riches?
I think you said it the best, Fred. I'll put it into the land, real estate, tech companies, the metaverse, and if like I'll also have a financial advisor. I think when you get to that certain level, you have to be able to to give to somebody and say, okay, this is how much I have. Where can I give it to? And I think that's how you are not focusing on your generation, but you're focusing on two generations but after you. So I will definitely have to invest it.
Okay.
No, I agree with Anthony. I would definitely invest. Definitely have a financial advisor. Have an accountant to watch over my money. And it's to make sure that money's not only going out, but money's still coming in. You know what I'm saying? And investing wisely is very, very important. And having somebody who knows regarding where to invest my money, where my money can continue to grow, um, is very important. It's very, very important because you're not gonna have time. You're not gonna have time to watch every
Yeah.
single penny that goes out. Especially if you're like a millionaire, you're a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna notice $1,000 missing. You're not gonna notice $10,000 missing. You're not gonna maybe even notice $20,000 missing like that because you have so much money. So you have somebody that you are investing because having a financial advisor, an accountant is an investment.
Absolutely.
Having somebody that you're going to invest into that can watch your money to make sure your money is secure, make sure it's going where it needs to go, make sure that again, money's not only going out, but money is coming in. Is I think it's like one of the biggest things that you can really, or most important investments um,
Mm-hmm.
that you can have.
And I think,
Yeah.
tap me in real quick. My fault, Fred.
No, no, go
And
ahead,
I
bro.
think when you get to that level, there's a different language.
I'm hearing the echo.
As a millionaire, as a billionaire, and anybody on this live, I want you to be a millionaire. I want you to be a billionaire. Um, in addition to wanting that, there's
Right.
a different language when you get up there. So when
Right.
people that get lottery or win the ticket, they
Right.
don't know what to do with it because it's a different language.
Talk.
So
Talk.
that investment, they have a whole vocabulary that
Yeah.
talks about investment. So when you go into it, it's like, what the hell? What
Yeah.
are you talking about? So to
Yeah.
give it someone that you trust, I want to be very clear, someone that you trust with your money. So that's why I love when people are around me that they can consider themselves financial advisor. I'm like, all
Right.
right, cool. So when I become a millionaire, or when I become a billionaire, I'm like, yo, you've been rocking me from since.
Yeah.
So
I,
you can hold on to my money.
yeah. I would say multiple streams of income to make sure that you have multiple streams. A lot of uh, tech billionaires that I've watched, a lot of other like billionaires, like the way they have their wealth through their family. They always talk about investing in things on the ground floor, like getting in on the ground floor. Like think
Yeah.
about the people who invested in Google. Think about those people who invested in Facebook. All of these things, they invested in all these things early, And then investment is sometimes people want that quick
Yeah,
money,
facts.
but real wealth comes from that longevity money, that money that takes time to grow. You know what I'm saying? It grows over time. Like they watch the stock grow over time. Because I think the problem with a lot of people they're like, well, if I don't see it in my hand right now, then I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like no, but I mean that's a broken mentality. First thing I
Owner
would
mentality.
do is that I would like Jeff. I would get financial advisors, people that I trust around me, like probably like 2 or 3 people, like a nice little board, and then we were like, okay, what's the first thing we should do? Like what should we like invest in? And I would talk to them, and also I would read, and I would do my own reading because I think that's very much important. Some people just want to, oh, I'm gonna get a lawyer, I'm gonna get an accountant right now, and then it's like, but these people could be robbing you, bro. There's all of this stuff, like
Steve
when
Harvey.
Steve Harvey, I was just about to say that. Literally, it's on the tip of my tongue. So Steve Harvey, when he had that idea about America's Got Talent, which was the Steve Harvey big stage, right? His original idea is intellectual property. You know how much money he could be making off of this? He wouldn't even have to host nothing no more. Like for real. But it was the
Different
idea that
language.
he had. And then the person that was stealing from him and taking from him, and then putting the idea into movement, right? But the last thing I would do too is more than anything I would make a will. I would create a will for my
Yeah.
family because like honestly, tomorrow's not promised, and a lot of times people will die
unexpectedly, and things happen, and then people don't know who, like, the money's just up in the air. You know, I've had family members who have passed away, and they were trying to figure, like, everybody was trying to figure out where whose money, like, oh, what's happening with so and so's money, and the house and the cars and this and the third, and how do we divide this? Who goes to what? And then people
That's why
get,
having a will is so important.
it is, it
That's
is.
why it's so important to have a will.
Absolutely. Like, you'll be like what Chris Rock will say. He's like, white people who die, they leave a will. Black people die, they leave a bill. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want, and honestly, I don't want my
Yes,
family.
you said insurance policy too, Queen. That's very, very correct.
Right. I don't want to
Life
pass
insurance
away
policy.
and be like, oh yeah, I didn't have insurance. Oh yeah, I left my family to pay for my funeral, to pay for, and funerals was very expensive. I left them to pay for everything, even if it was like I had money, but I left so many questions unanswered. I didn't teach my kids about the business. I didn't teach my wife about, like, how to, like, investments that I have. You know, I didn't take her into the, like, talk to my accountants. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do those. I didn't take time to do those things. I just was focused on making money and never wrote a will, and you know, it was all unorganized from there.
Nice. I think Simone had asked a great question.
Yeah.
We identify as African Americans, and are we responsible for Black people?
You mean in terms of, like?
She said, "Do you believe that they could be doing?" So she asked, "There are Black wealthy people now. Do you believe they could be doing more, or do you think we're just don't hear about it?"
I think a lot. Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at this, right?
Okay.
So, from my perspective, I think a lot of stuff we don't hear about. Because I remember years and years ago, I was like, I wonder, well, like, who be donating and stuff. So I kind of did some Googling, and I saw that, like, a lot of people, unbeknownst to us, be doing a lot of great for their communities. A lot of rappers, a lot of R&B singers, a lot of investors doing stuff under the radar. Like Usher be going to different countries and, like, pouring into them and be serving. And I ain't talking about, like, oh, I'm gonna just say what's up to the people. I'm talking about, like, helping build houses and stuff like that. You know, Rihanna does that on her free time, bro. Like, she's a billionaire, bro. Like, you don't really need to do that. Like, nobody knows these things. But people, like, you know, paparazzi will take quote unquote pictures, but they'll never tell anybody about that. They don't say, like, oh yeah, I just fly my private jet, da 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 da. You know, people that want attention do that. But I think that's unbeknownst to us. A lot of people do that. Whether it's, hey, I'm gonna put money into this cause, or hey, I'm gonna go over there myself and help. You know, but that's just my perspective.
Yeah, I remember like Jay-Z, he was saying that he doesn't like to him and Beyonce, they donate a lot of money to different organizations. And he said the reason why he doesn't like to advertise what he does, and even you'll hear like different people say like when they talk about like how much they donate, how much they give, they're like, yo, Jay's gonna probably hate me saying this because he doesn't want the attention because he feels like that attention overshadows the organization or the charity that he's given to because his name is so big. So for him, he's a silent giver, and I actually kind of agree to that. Like you don't need to advertise where you're donating money to or what charities that you're pouring money into, you know, because again, you know, as long as like they get the money and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing to it, that's the only thing that matters. You don't need that clout. So for me, if I was a billionaire or a millionaire, I'll just be a silent giver because again, I wouldn't want people to know that I'm a billionaire anyways. I wouldn't want I wouldn't want people to know that I'm wealthy because there's no need for people to know that information. I would just invest. I would just give. I would just, you know, whatever that's required and needed, and then that's it. And you know, if I need to donate my time, I'll donate my time. It's a different story. But as far as financially, people need to know what I'm doing.
Right. And I love what Anthony said. And Anthony, what you said in one of our podcast episodes, you said that money is a language, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it definitely is a language. And I do believe that there's a right way to speak it and there's a wrong way. Like, there's a right way to be like, okay, hey, we're going to spend some time and I think it's separating the time into what you're going to invest into because everything is an investment, right? everything's an investment when you're talking about money, when you're trying to put it into something, when you're trying to, everything's a move, you know what I'm saying? Whether if it's the right way or the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? Some of us grew up, learning the wrong way.
So I want to bring a different thought in regards to being a silent giver. So some of these social clubs, they give these
Oh,
charities around like
hold on, Anthony.
20,000, maybe $30,000, $50,000 for a table. And the reason why they give to these charities is because they want to be able to see who else is giving 50,000, 100,000. So they consider this networking. How do you guys feel about that?
So before you answer, do you guys hear that echo? I hear like a lot of feedback,
Let me see.
and I don't know where it's coming from.
Let me see.
So even just now, it's kind of hard for me
Can you hear me?
to hear what Anthony was saying. And I don't know where it's coming from. But Anthony, you could repeat your question again?
No worries, no worries. I just want to make sure you can hear me. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hello?
Yeah,
Can
I
you
can
hear
hear.
me?
I just hear a lot of feedback. But go ahead, we'll just move forward. Yeah, I had a lot of feedback.
Okay, okay. Ooh. All right, so there's an echo. So Top Chef Village, let's do this. Can we log off and come back on?
Y'all can, but I can't. Because
Okay.
if I log off, then that means it ends the live.
Okay, so never mind. Let's go to
And you got two devices on?
nah.
Okay. And Fred, you don't have two devices on, right? You're
Nope,
not
just
setting up to
one.
do different things. All right, maybe just IG. All right, good. Let's just keep moving forward. Sorry, guys.
No worries,
Go
no
ahead,
worries.
Anthony.
All right, so like I was saying, this is basically as silent. Like you said, you want to be a silent person, huh? So like you said, you want to be a silent person. Normally, I would learn in regards of fundraiser. They get people that maybe 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 in regards of tables. So they buy the table to see who else is giving 10,000, 20,000, so they can be able to network, or they can be able to get fundraisers for their own company or their own business. What do you think about that in regards of charity?
No, I mean that's
Because
fine.
charity can
That's
sometimes
different.
become a business for people.
No, I mean like if you're donating, I mean you could donate anonymous. You could donate where your name is there, where it's gonna help generate attention to where it's gonna have more people be able to donate into that charity or to that particular fundraiser. That's fine. For me, I'm thinking more in the sense like I just wouldn't want it advertised to the world, right? Like so for example, I'll use Jay-Z's example again. As much as he donates, it's not like he's on the on Channel 7 News or he's on the Shade Room or he's whatever, just advertise like, hey, I donate all this money into these organizations. Some people do it, some people don't, but for him, he doesn't do it, and I respect that a lot. Is because he doesn't want the attention to be focused on what he's doing. He wants to focus on that charity. He wants that focus to be on whatever organization,
Uh huh.
nonprofit organization that has required his financial services. And so I would operate in that sense as far as with that.
No, I get it.
But to each his own at the end of the day, each his own. There's
Yeah,
nothing
because
wrong with
I've
one or another.
learned in regards to friends that I have, they use it for networking. So they would give ten to $20,000 to charities, and it's a good charity, but they know in regards of who's gonna be in the room, so they use
Yeah,
it as a marketing tool.
but I think that's different though. I think that's slightly different versus just you're just donating your money and then that's it. That sounds like something like a fundraiser in order to build more money, and they need the status of that person to be there to generate more money.
Right, right. It's different structure, different folks. Because some people like they'll donate to schools so that they like for the future their kids could be able to be a part of that school and they would get certain advantages. Not even, but sometimes even if it's people that don't have kids, they'd be like, okay, so that I can sit on the board of this education and it looks good on the resume. You know what I'm saying? It's different perks to different things. Because I've heard of certain people that I've known, like they donate to places so they can go speak at the place to encourage
Mm-hmm.
people, or they et cetera, et cetera. Everybody different things for different reasons,
Facts.
you know. But all of it is just to get ahead, and not all of it to get ahead. It's generous. It's getting ahead. It's a lot of different. It's a combination of stuff, you know.
No, I get
So
it.
yeah, yeah. And to sum up this $1 million conversation, the $1 million conversation, like, what do you feel like the biggest thing like you got out of this conversation? Like, not even that you got out, but that you could impart to like your kids about your wealth. Like, what do you feel like you could impart to your kids about your wealth? Like,
Um, education of regarding the finances, and then just learning. I think it was Anthony was saying is like both of you guys actually echoed this, is that them knowing not only how the money works, but just knowing the accountant, knowing the people that are involved. So one day they're gonna run and be responsible for that money. So they understand it. So if something, God forbid, something was happening to me, they're not lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, there'll be a will. Yes, there'll be life. Yes, there'll be all these different. There'll be these legal documents that's going to say like who's responsible for what, where, what money goes to where. But I think it's very important to make sure that your kids are very much educated, even if they don't. If it's like a family business that generates wealth, like millions and millions of dollars, even if they're like, yo, I don't want to run the family business. You know what I'm saying? I want to do something else. But at least for them to know where everything is at, how everything works. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just super crucial and important for them to know, because again, you never know what can happen. And it's good to know, it's good to at least have somebody in the family that at least you can trust for your kids or your spouse, especially too, that knows like how to handle the finances if something was to happen to you.
yeah, yeah. I feel like it's important. Financial literacy is very, very important to let them know, like, okay, listen, dad didn't come from this, but this is what it is. It's a whole new day. And I would teach my kids the value of just work too, like, because I hate,
Yes, yes.
I used to hate. I used to hate watching these kids on my Sweet 16 and all of that stuff. Like on MTV, they used to have the show Sweet 16, where
I remember that show.
rich kids, their parents would spend like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for their birthday party. Like they was like, yeah, I bought my son. I know he turned 16, so I bought him a Beamer. You know what I'm saying? And I built him a basketball court back there, and also he's gonna have 20 people of his choosing. I'm gonna fly him around the world at the end of their birthday party. And I'm like, really? I'm like, and you you doing all of this, so now you know you setting the bar for them, right? So it's like next year you gotta go, well, no, I just want them to know that I love them. I'm like, well, you can show that without doing those 3 million things, but of
So
course, you
Femi,
know. But I just want them to know the value of hard work. And yes, I would celebrate my children, but I would have a different way of doing it where they can know I love them, and also we value a celebration as well. I would do it in two different ways. Like, hey, I love you, and we value the celebration, and we don't have to spend thousands and thousands. Because I ain't never heard of the like any billionaire who has kids of them going all. I'm talking about the people that are up there, like having this crazy birthday party. Like I'm talking about the wealthy wealth that have been up there for a while. I'm not now, not in the early in these 2000s. I'm talking about the ones that go back to the 90s and the 80s. That
the
is running
Rockefellers.
the Rockefellers. I'm talking about what was it
Kennedys.
the Kennedys. That's what I was trying to say.
Probably the Kennedys.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm talking about like walking into somebody's house and getting lost. Like that's how big their house is. And what would you
Museum.
impart to your kids?
I don't. Yes, part to my kid, but part to myself. Something that you said is read and do my research. Because before I can get the accountant, I want to know the language of the accountant. I want to know the language of the financial advisor. Because yes, I can trust all of these people, but I want to be able to know it myself. I think that's a great point in regards of knowing the things around you.
Mm, that's really good. That's really good. I think the biggest thing I take from this conversation is just like, knowing that like Anthony always says the money is a language, and but like knowing like educating yourself on that bigger than anything because
Very important.
anybody you could anybody can become a millionaire tomorrow. Not to say like it can happen overnight, but I'm saying like if with the hard work that you put in, like you can build wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Not to say that it can happen like overnight unless you like hit the lottery or you find out you have a rich uh, grandparent or something like that. But those are like the only two ways you can get instantaneous wealth. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Um, and what about you, Ant? What you learn?
I think for me, not in regards to research, but in regards to my kids. Like I want them to be able to know, like I think you said it the best, like, yes, this is your wealth, but we're not gonna be splurging when and I'm gonna still have that mentality. We're not gonna be like the Joneses. Like we're gonna understand that this wealth came from your mommy and daddy. We hustle for this.
Right,
So
right,
yes, you can have it, but you have to also work for it.
right. And it ain't just like, hey, I'm gonna take your credit cards away one day.
Facts. Not your
It's,
Amex.
and what about you, Jeff? What you learn from the combo?
For me, what I learned from this conversation is just the importance of investing your money. Because just because you become a millionaire doesn't mean that you're going to stay a millionaire. All right, we see, there's so many people who become a millionaire and then the next year they're broke. So it's just making sure having somebody who's gonna have a great accountant, have an attorney, because I think that's very important. Have an attorney because people will come after you. People try to sue you for whatever. So have a great attorney on deck. I think it's super important. Just basically invest your money into somebody like an accountant, an attorney, a financial advisor. That's gonna keep your money secure. I think
Yeah,
that's what I got from this conversation.
yeah, and not like a guru, financial guru. These people that be scamming on freaking social media and all that stuff. And
There
there's a
you
lot
go,
of
brother.
people fall into the arms of gurus, bro. They're like, yeah, I can take your 1,000 and make it 10,000. I
Facts.
was like, no, they're gonna take all your money. That's what's gonna happen. Scam likely be everywhere. Just,
Very true,
They
man.
might be from Bronx. Respectfully, George, if you're still on the chat.
he said respectfully, though. Respectfully. All scammers ain't from the bus. Some from the south too.
Listen, man.
And they know where the money at exactly. But tomorrow is a holiday, which I'm excited about.
Top
Tomorrow
Shelf Tuesday.
is Tuesday. So turn up for that. Yo, I'm excited about this episode, man. As soon as we started recording it, and we and the product is just like, I mean, the topic itself. Like it gave me so many other ideas. Like, so tomorrow is the prenup fair. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can take that and do it what y'all will. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to go half on a hamburger? Do you want
What's
to go?
up, Sam? What's up, sis?
But the prenup being fair, we definitely want to hear your comments, your responses. If you want to DM us, like hit us up about why I think prenups are fair. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear from you guys. And Anthony, can you tell them where they can find
Oh,
Top?
definitely. So you can find us at topshelfpodcast.com. You can actually, like Jeff always said, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube. Sometimes you can find us on Twitter. But most importantly, you can find us on Apple. But like I said, for the last 3 weeks, we've been trying something different on Anchor. If you are able to just go on every iPad, phones, and just click on it. It will help us to get to 50. Once we get to 50, it opens up ads for us where we can be able to pay for our live event, knock on wood, for the summer of 2022.
Exactly, and it's going down, man. And we just got so much stuff, so many things in store for our Top Shelf Village. Make sure that y'all continue to tune into the live every Monday at 9 o'clock p.m. with hard-hitting topics. We want to engage with y'all. We want to laugh with y'all, pray with y'all.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And also, we got more coming up with the ladies of Top Shelf, possibly. So make sure y'all definitely stay tuned to all the stuff that we have. Y'all can definitely go on our website and make sure y'all like check out all the stuff we got on there. Talk to us. We want to hear some topics. If y'all got topics for us, because we always love to just chat about anything and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like tomorrow is Top Shelf Tuesday. Make sure y'all tune in. We halfway through our season, fellas. Like we are halfway through season 3.
If you love it, please comment. Please comment.
Can y'all believe we've done 3 seasons now?
Yeah, man. You've been blessed.
Feels good. Feels
You've been
blessed.
blessed, man.
That's great. Just like already came around. So let's get to the last part of our live. What is y'all word of the week?
Invest.
Invest. Okay. Okay. I would say my word of the week would be apply.
Ooh, I love it. Drop it in the chat. What's your word of the week?
To our Top Shelf Village.
Yeah, what are you looking at, bro? I keep seeing you doing this. What are you looking at, man?
I was looking at the laptop because I wanted to put the copy and paste of the what's that called? The website.
Oh,
I keep on seeing anything doing this. I'm like, what is he doing, man? He's looking at
Janella's like,
menu.
Janella's like, 3
What is he
minutes,
looking at?
nigga. 3
What is
minutes,
he doing?
You're making too much noise in here.
I'm gonna put it this way now so I can look at.
Like every 2 minutes I see Anthony doing this. I'm like, what is he looking at?
And Anthony said, I got people looking for me. Patty Jewell said,
Anthony's a millionaire on the list.
that's it. Patty Jewell said, prepare, and it's for the moment.
Prepare.
I like that.
I like that.
There you go. For the moment you're gonna be a millionaire.
Hey, look, you definitely got to prepare. Like that's on all fronts.
Word up, man.
I meant to tell you, Jeff. I heard. Oh wait. I'm sorry that we didn't get to talk about. A lot of black people wanted the Grammys last night too. Like that's amazing. Like Bruno Mars, I heard. I mean, it's like him and for the Leave the Door Open joint.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Grammys because I'll be honest with you, bro. I was knocked out yesterday. I came home from church and I took like the longest nap. I didn't get up to like close to like midnight, 11 midnight, man. I was tired, so I missed the Grammys. I missed the Grammys, man, because I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning the following night. So
yeah,
I was tired.
It's all good. I heard Doja Cat won something. I heard there's a lot of black creators that won a lot of great stuff, man. But I heard more than anything.
I heard this white group won the one for the best Jamaican group or artist or something like that in the reggae category. It was like some white group that I never heard of won like under the reggae category.
Yeah,
that caused up a little like some controversy.
wow.
And they're like a U.S. band. They're a U.S. band at that. They're not even like from the islands or even Jamaica itself. But that's the only thing I really heard because I didn't really follow the Grammys last night. I was in La La Land.
I know that Kendrick Lamar, he won him I think his name Lil Keem or Baby Keem, I think. They won for original video. I think for video. And I was like, that's fire. And the one thing I did get to see, I didn't get to see it all. I just heard who won, and then Nas performed one mic at the Grammys. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that. I saw a clip when that's floating around social media. Shout out to Nas, man.
Yeah, shout out to Nas, bro.
Top 5, man.
Yeah, all day, every day. He's still doing it, man. Oh man. I was like, but shout out to the Grammys, man. But y'all need to give more artists Grammys that deserve them. Because I know a few. I know a couple. And I think J. Cole performed too.
Oh, okay.
I believe so. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. But that was the nobody got slapped. I heard nobody got slapped. Everybody was cool.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. We don't need that.
But
Everybody stayed in their seats. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool. But I kind of get weary of watching award shows though, man. So it is what it is. But I mean, to everybody, make sure y'all. Oh, Lou said Maverick City won. Maverick City Music won. Oh, that's
Oh,
fire.
that's dope. That's dope. Shout out to
yeah,
Magic City. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I'm happy to hear that.
I love that.
Yeah,
But
I'm looking forward to seeing him in concert when they come to Newark.
yes,
man,
I'm
sir.
looking for that, man.
we and Wifey going to see Elevation. So we
Ooh, where at?
we gonna see them in we see Elevation in May,
Oh,
and then
nice.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, bro. It's gonna be lit. Um, but remember, tomorrow's a holiday, Top Shelf Tuesday. Make sure y'all tune in to episode 11. It's a prenup fair, and give us y'all comments. We definitely want to engage with y'all.
Most
And until
definitely.
yes, and Anthony, what you say?
Nah, I said it's very fair.
It's very fair. Anthony always playing the devil advocate here. Anthony, you'll never want to be answered at all. Make sure y'all tune into that episode. And until next Monday, 9 p.m., same time, we'll see y'all. Peace.
Hey.
One love. One love.